And we'll just begin. So this is just a short practice. It has somewhat of a format to it. So find, your place to sit or wherever you're going to be. And imagine that in the space in front of you are Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, filling all of space. And they're animated, dynamic. They're on thrones, teaching thrones. And they're made of light, so they're sort of brilliant. And then surrounding you are all living beings. And to your right is your father and the lineages of all the fathers that created your body. And to your left is your mother and all the lineage of all the women that created your body. And stretching out behind you is the continuity of your lives in the form of human beings. And in front of you are beings for whom you have difficulty, the so-called enemy. So they're in front of you because we're trying to practice Dharma, practice Buddhism, practice Dharma. Then we have to learn how to deal with people that frustrate us. And then behind us are the people for whom we have the most clinging attachment. So we have to learn to sort of let them go. And then in the space between is all other living beings, all in the form of humans, so that we don't forget about the vast number of beings that there are. And you think, if I don't change the way I think and talk and behave, then I will suffer. And in the process, damage, cause suffering for other beings. This is not going to work for me. This is unacceptable for me. And so recognizing that Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are, by their definition, are considered beings who have developed their minds. And wishing to be like them. And you can take refuge in them. So you generate some sort of faith or trust that they have something to teach you, that they have the methods for you to transform. And then when you hold on to that feeling, then we recite the prayer. And there's lots and lots and lots of different refuge prayers. Sangye chodo anzogye chono chanju bardu dani gyabzoji dagi janzo gibe sonam ki jola penje sangye jubash. Sangye chodo anzogye chono chanju bardu dani gyabzoji dagi janzo gibe sonam ki jola penje sangye jubash. Sangye chodo zogi chono chanju bardu dani gyabzoji dagi janzo gibe sonam gi jola penje sangye jubasho. And then you generate a sense of regret for actions of body, speech, and mind that create suffering for yourself. and create suffering for others. And we contrast this with the idea of guilt. So this is just the way we use these words. So regret is the is the wish that you just hadn't engaged in an action because you understand its consequences for self and others. And guilt is this added layer of moral judgment, or that I'm a bad person. So we're generating a sense of regret, not generating a sense of guilt for all the actions that we've engaged in that create suffering for ourselves and others. So we've killed others, harmed them physically, taken away their lives. We've stolen and misused our sexuality. And we've misused our speech. We've said harsh things and lied. Created division between people, gossiped. And then we've misused our minds by having hateful thoughts and coveting what other people have and holding wrong views about our ability to transform and the need to transform. So if you have something like a prayer beads, a mala, then you can just say over and over, I regret doing that, I regret doing that, I regret doing that. You think of actions from today, yesterday, and so forth, stretching back infinitely. I regret that, I regret that, I regret that, I regret that. And then think above the crown of your head, seated upon a lotus and moon seat are Vajrasattva father and mother. Their bodies are white. Each has one face and two arms. He holds a Dorjian bell and she a curved knife and skull cup. They are embracing each other. The father is adorned with 6 mudras, the mother with 5. He sits in the Vajra posture and she in the lotus. Vajrasattva is your Guru, the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya, who out of his or her unbearable compassion, which embraces me and all other sentient beings, appears in this form to purify me and all others. On a moon disk of Vajrasattva's heart stands a hum, encircled by a garland of the 100-syllable mantra. A powerful stream of white nectar flows from the hum and mantra garland, and you are cleansed of all sickness, spirit harm, negative karma, and obscurations. Then we recite the mantra with this visualization. Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA DIDO SUTO SUPO ANURAKTO TSAME SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN TATHAGATA MUNTSA SAMAYA Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA DIDO Zudugaya Mabava, Zubagaya Mabava, Anurakto Mabava, Zarizina Mabaya, Zarigama Sutame, Siddhi Kuru Babu. Savita the Gadavaja Mami Muzavaja Bova, Mahasamaya Zava, Beum, Vajasava Samaya, Manupalaya, Vajasava Dinobadida, Jinumibava, Zudugaya Mabava, Zubagaya Mabava, Anurakto Mabava, Zarizina Mabaya, Zarigama Sutame. Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan Zavita the Gadavajaman Zavajava Mahasamaya Zava, Beum, Vajasava Samaya. Manupalaya, Vajrasattva Dinobadida, Jidamebava, Zudagaya Mebava, Zabagaya Mebava, Anurakto Mebava, Zarizina Mebaya, Zarigama Sutame, Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan. Savita the Gadavajama Memazavashava, Mahasamaya Zava, Beum, Vajasava Samaya, Manupalaya. Vajrasattva Dinobadida, Jidamebava, Zudagaya Mebava, Zabagaya Mebava, Anurakto Mebava, Zarizina Mebaya, Zarigama Sutame. Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan Zavita the Gadavajaman Zavajava Mahasamaya Zava. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinobadida Jidamebava Zudagaya Mebava Zabagaya Mebava Anurakto Mebava Zarizina Mebaya Zarigama Sutame Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan Zavita the Gadavajaman Zavajava Mahasamaya Zava. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinobadida Dinamebava Zudagaya Mebava Zabagaya Mebava Anurakto Mebava Zarizina Mebaya Zarigama Sutame Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan Zavita the Gadavajaman Zavajava Mahasamaya Zava. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinobadida Jidamebava Zudagaya Mebava Zabagaya Mebava Anurakto Mebava Zarizina Mebaya Zarigama Sutame Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan Zavita the Gadavajaman Zavajava Mahasamaya Zava. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinobadida Jidamebava Zudagaya Mebava Zabagaya Mebava Anurakto Mebava Zarizina Mebaya Zarigama Sutame Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan Zavita the Gadavajaman Zavajava Mahasamaya Zava. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinobadida Jidamebava Zudagaya Mebava Zabagaya Mebava Anurakto Mebava Zarizina Mebaya Zarigama Sutame Siddhi Kuru Bhagavan Zavita the Gadavajaman Zavajava Mahasamaya Zava. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinobadida Jidamebava Zudagaya Mebava Zabagaya Mebava ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME PRAYATSA SARVA SUTAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAISHNAVA MUNTSA VAJRA SAMAYA VAJRA SAMAYA MANUPALAYA VAJRA DENOPHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME PRAYATSA SARVA SUTAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAISHNAVA MUNTSA VAJRA SAMAYA VAJRA SAMAYA MANUPALAYA VAJRA DENOPHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME PRAYATSA SARVA SUTAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAISHNAVA MUNTSA VAJRA SAMAYA MANUPALAYA VAJRA DENOPHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME PRAYATSA SARVA SUTAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAISHNAVA MUNTSA VAJRA SAMAYA MANUPALAYA VAJRA DENOPHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME PRAYATSA SARVA SUTAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAISHNAVA MUNTSA VAJRA SAMAYA MANUPALAYA VAJRA DENOPHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME PRAYATSA SARVA SUTAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAISHNAVA MUNTSA VAJRA SAMAYA MANUPALAYA VAJRA DENOPHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME PRAYATSA SARVA SUTAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAISHNAVA MUNTSA VAJRA Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Denopha Dido Me Bhava Sudagaya Me Bhava Subhagaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sarasini Me Vayata Saragama Sutame Siddhan Shri Guru Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Vajrama Me Mutsa Vajrava Mahasmaya Sava Om Deyo Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Denopha Dido Me Bhava Sudagaya Me Bhava Subhagaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sarasini Me Vayata Saragama Sutame Siddhan Shri Guru Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Vajrama Me Mutsa Vajrava Mahasmaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Didame Bhava Sutagaya Me Bhava Subhagaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sarasini Me Piyasa Saragama Sutame Siddhan Shri Guru Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Vajrama Me Mutsa Vajrava Mahasmaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Didame Bhava Sutagaya Me Bhava Subhagaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sarasini Me Piyasa Sargama Sutame Siddhi Guru Bhagavan Savitata Vajamami was a Vajavamas Mezava Beom Vajasava Samaya Manupalaya Vajasavatina Vatita Jitameva Zutagaya Mibava Zuvagaya Mibava Anarakta Mibava Zarazini Mibia Zargama Sutame Siddhi Guru Bhagavan Zavitata Vajamami was a Vajavamas Mezava Beom Vajasava Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopha Dido Me Bhava Sudagaya Me Bhava Subhagaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sarasina Me Piyasa Saragama Sutame Siddhan Shri Guru Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Vajrama Me Mutsa Om Asmaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopha Dido Me Bhava Sudagaya Me Bhava Subhagaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sarasina Me Piyasa Saragama Sutame Siddhan Shri Guru Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Vajrama Me Mutsa Vajrama Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopha Dido Me Bhava Sudagaya Me Bhava Subhagaya Me Bhava Anurata Me Bhava Sarasina Me Piyasa Saragama Sutame Siddhan Shri Guru Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Vajrama Me Mutsa Vajrama Samaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopha Dido Me Bhava Sudagaya Me Bhava, Subhagaya Me Bhava, Anurakta Me Bhava, Sarasini Me Piyasa Saragama Sutame, Siddhi Shri Guru Bhagavan Sarvata Gata Vajrama Me Mutsa Vajrama Masmaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA Me BHAVA SUTO Me BHAVA SUPO Me BHAVA ANURAKTO Me BHAVA SARVA SIDDHI Me PRAYATSA TSAME SHRIYAM KURU MAHA SATTVA VAJRA MAME VAJRA BHAVA SAMAYA Om Vajrasattva Samaya MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA Me BHAVA SUTO Me BHAVA SUPO Me BHAVA ANURAKTO Me BHAVA SARVA SIDDHI Me PRAYATSA TSAME SHRIYam KURU Bhagavan Sarva TATHAGATA Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva. Think, from the crown of your head, Guru Vajrasattva says, son or daughter of the race, your negativities, obscurations, and broken and damaged pledges have been completely purified. Think, before Guru Vajrasattva, I vow never again to commit those negative actions from which I can easily abstain, and not to commit for a day, an hour, or at least a few seconds those actions from which I find it difficult to abstain. Guru Vajrasattva is extremely pleased with your pledge. And then imagine that a replica of Guru Vajrasattva and Mother, Father and Mother, descends to the crown of your head and the heads of all beings around you. And the replica dissolves into light. And that light dissolves through the crown of your head to the third eye, to the third eye chakra, filling your body with white light, purifying all of the obscurations, negativities associated with the body. And then descends to your throat chakra, filling your body with red light, purifying all the obscurations, negativities associated with speech. And then descends to the center of your chest, the heart chakra, filling your body with blue light, purifying all the negativities and obscurations associated with the mind. Imagine that white, red, and blue light fills your entire body, purifying all obscurations, all the events. And your body and all the bodies of all the beings around you become crystal clear. And Guru Vajrasattva and Mother absorbs into your being, into yourself, into your body, speech, and mind. And you become completely inseparable. You imagine, because all beings have become clear in this way and have become inseparable from Guru Vajrasattva and Mother in this way, then there's no suffering anywhere in the universe. So it's taught that if we don't give the activities we engage in a direction, they can be easily destroyed or lost by negativity, through negativity, through anger and attachment, ignorance. So we dedicate this energy or this merit, this positive energy, merit, in order to preserve it. So we reflect that the person who creates merit, the merit created, and the action of dedication does not exist in the way it appears. And in this tradition, we teach it does not exist inherently or intrinsically from its own side, but that it does exist by mere imputation on a valid base. So we just get a sense that things are not as sort of solid or concrete as they appear to us. And then we dedicate to long lives of all spiritual teachers, particularly our own teachers. And from our side, may we always see the best in their qualities, may we always see them as Buddhas, and we always work to serve them in whatever ways we can for their holy wishes to come into fruition. And dedicate that all those that think about us, remember us, dream of us, speak to us, hear our voices, hear our bodies, hear images, speak our names, touch our bodies, like us, love us, hate us, hurt us up to the point of killing us. May they never experience any suffering. May they have every kind of happiness. May they become Buddhas in this very instant by virtue of our merit, or by the power of our merit. May all the environmental problems of this earth instantly cease, in order that those who practice the Dharma may continue to practice in peace. Those who are about to begin may begin in peace, and those who get to hear the Dharma may hear of it in peace. Dedicate that all wars, famine, fighting, and so forth, oppression, and all these kinds of things, that they instantly cease in this very moment by virtue of our merit. Dedicate for the well-being of all non-human beings, so animals, insects, fish, birds, and so on, and the other beings that are posited in Buddhist worldview. May they have every kind of happiness, be free from every kind of suffering, and may they become Buddhas in that very moment. And if they cannot, then may they be born human and become Buddhas then. May every person have every mundane need be met. So people need food and shelter and companionship and healthcare and all those kinds of things. May every being have everything that they need. And then beings also have their spiritual wishes. They want to become nuns or monks or read texts or teach or go on pilgrimage or go on retreat, or there's so many things to do. May everyone have every kind of resource that they need in order to accomplish that. And if we're able to support someone to accomplish their spiritual goals, may we not hesitate to help in whatever way we can. And then since we've been practicing, many people have died or begun the process of dying or have found out that they're going to die soon. So may all those beings become well instantly. And if they're unable to become well, then may they transition to the next life smoothly. And may they become Buddhas during that transition time. And if that's not possible, then may they become human, they become Buddhas then. And then may every institution that supports bettering, beings like Dharma centers, but also lots of other institutions that seek to develop humans and other beings spiritually. They have every kind of resource they need. So money, volunteer time, praise, interest. May all those institutions have everything they need in order to continue helping people reach their potential. Yeah. And then at the very least, no matter what happens, whether we become Buddhist or not, whether we stay Buddhist or not, whatever happens in our lives, whatever we experience, and then at the very least, may we always have a kind heart, may we always be warm-hearted. May we be willing to change in ways that benefit ourselves, that benefit living beings. Due to all the merits of the 3 times clicked by me, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all other sentient beings, which appear to be real from there, but which are empty, may I, which appears to be real but is empty, achieve Guru Vajrasattva's enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, and lead all sentient beings who appear to be real but are totally empty to that enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty by myself alone, which appears to be real but is totally empty, non-existent from there. May the precious bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all other sentient beings, be generated within my mind and the minds of all sentient beings without even a second's delay, and may that which has been generated be increased. May I and all other sentient beings have almost copies our direct Guru, and all our lifetimes never be separated for even a second from the pure path that is greatly praised by the conquered Buddhas, and actualize the complete path, the 3 principal paths and 2 stages of highest yoga tantra, the root of which is Guru devotion within our minds as quickly as possible. Just to brave Andrushri and some of the Vajra realize things as they are, may I dedicate all these virtues and best of them may follow after them. Whatever dedication the 3-time victorious ones gone to bliss have admired as best, the same way I also perfectly dedicate all these roots of virtues so that I may perform good works. So thank you. So that's it. I want to, before you go, so I'm teaching a course starting next week on Guru devotion through Maitripa College in Portland, Oregon, which is where I am at. And I'm just trying to find the little link to it. And you're all invited. So I'm going to teach this course at Maitripa, and then I'm going to come straight after that to this with a minute or 30-second delay. So if you'd like to come to both, then you're more than welcome to. Where's the chat? Blocked. Wait, that's not right. Close chat message. So that's the link to that. You might have to get on their email list to get the link. I forget how it works. It's much easier the way Tupti Norweling does it, but so there might be a little password or something. So thank you very much. Please, if you need to reach out in some way, I'm sure there's a way you can do it. If you have questions or anything, I'm available. So just let me know. Okay.
Thank you, Michael. That was lovely. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.